Hello everybody, apa kabar? Welcome to the Virtually Peranakan Fest 2021, keeping our spirit and our culture strong. My name is Alvin Un from Peranakan Sayang, and it's my pleasure to organize this festival for you and be your host. We hope that this annual 2-day non-stop online festival brings entertainment, knowledge, joy, and comfort in these challenging times to babas and nyonyas and those who love the culture around the world. As we all come together to celebrate all things Peranakan. Kamsiala semua, datang sini sama-sama kita ya. Kita semua sama-sama happy wahila. And for the fourth program of day 2, we are going back to Singapore to listen to fascinating stories about our favorite topic, food. He is a chef and an author of the cookbook Daily Nyonya Dishes, and also he has an upcoming book called More Daily Nyonya Dishes. Please welcome my guest for this segment, Chef Matt Tan. Let's bring him on. Ba, mana you? Hello, Ba.
Hello, Alvin. Apa khabar?
Khabar baik, Ba. How have you been?
Sibuk lah.
Sibuk.
God willing.
So what have you been sibuk with? I know you got your new cookbook coming up. Tell us more about this book, Ba.
Okay. This new book should be coming out in the first quarter of this year. First quarter of next year, due to some problems that we are having in the printing and so on. Yeah, so there's been a delay. We are going to miss the Christmas season. Yeah.
Okay. So this book, how long have you been preparing this book since the last one?
3 years. 3 tahun.
3 years in the making. 3 tahun eh? Wow,
Yes, 3
it must
tahun.
be.
Yeah.
It's really a work of love, isn't it? To put it all together, so much content.
Yes. It's a work of love, and it's a jogging back through memories. Yeah.
Wonderful. So for your segment today, you'll be sharing some of the stories about your life and inspiration sometimes for your cooking and your being a chef. And I'm sure all our guests out there who are all foodies, semua suka makan So if you have any questions for Matt, he'll be more than happy to answer your questions, even about food and some of the ingredients and whatever you need to ask. I'm sure that he's more than happy. So, Ba, take it away. It's all yours.
Yes, it's okay. Like I say, if you look at the slide now currently that you are seeing, this is actually my paternal grandmother, Chan Geok Lee. I never really knew Chan Geok Lee because she passed away in 1959, way before when I was born. All I have are actually shared memories from family members and photos of her. If you look at her, she's having a sanggol siput, and she's just wearing a simple kebaya biku. Over at the picture behind the background, this is actually Mama punya kebaya and sarung. Something very interesting about Mama is that Mama, when her dad went in to register her name, it was registered as Chan Seok Lee, but actually the intended name was Chan Geok Lee. But so the family just ignored the mistake and they continue calling her Geok Lee. Mama had 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys, and Mama actually married to a Baba gentleman named Tan Keng Wee. They were not well-off people. They managed to, apa orang cakap, cari pagi makan petang. Okay? When grandfather passed away, Mama actually was ill-treated by the first daughter-in-law. So Mama moved in back to her family home at 154 Cluny Road. If you are around that area, you will remember 154 Cluny Road. It is known as Rumah Biru because the house has been whitewashed in blue. And everybody will say, ini rumah biru punya orang. tinggal. Okay. My mama was a very quiet, soft-spoken woman, sweet-natured, and very unassuming. The harshest words that ever came out from her mouth would be things like "sampal," "mau mati," "you want to die, is it?" And my mother's aunt, fifth aunt, Go Chim, always tell mom, my mom's nickname is Anga lah. Anga, nasib lu cukup baik tau. Dapat new perangi macam baik. So, which is, if I translate, would be, what good luck you have to have a mother-in-law with such agreeable and sweet disposition. Mama was the cook of the house. Okay, in those days, if you're living in like a house in Heron Street or Neil Road, you will have a chimche and the kitchen right at the back of the house. But in Mama's case, because she was living in slightly a modern kind of house along Cluny Road, the kitchen was separate from the house and the dining area. So early in the morning, Mama would actually go up, and Mama would actually, first thing that Mama would do was to masak kopi. Okay, she would use a traditional sok, okay, and cook the kopi in a teko. And one of those things that people tell me is that Mama will always say this: mau minum kopi ni mau minum panas-panas. Tak boleh minum sejuk. Minum sejuk nanti bulu hati sakit. Okay, what does this actually mean is that if you want to drink coffee, you need to drink it hot or warm. You cannot have cold coffee, which is now very, very popular among the young people. And the reasoning was that if you drink cold coffee, you'll end up with heart problems. How true is this? We never know. Okay? She spent a lot of her time in the kitchen, cooking the daily meals. And in this new book, you will find recipes of hers, like kualada, ayam asam, and so on. Okay? One thing about her is that Mama had this addiction. She loved playing chapjiki. Okay? Even though it was not big amounts, but she would always play chapjiki. And whenever if she strike chapjiki, she was very, very generous. She would belanja everybody at Cluny Road. It would be a simple bowl of noodles, kapa. And when my elder brother actually asked her, apa sih lu belanja orang? Mama would just simply say, ini duit tak tahu datang lagi mana. Ini Mama belanja sikit aja. Mama ada nasib, boleh dapat. So Mama belanja sikit, kasih semua orang happy makan. So this was my Mama. She actually loved watching Malay movies from categories and Chinese opera. And her favorite hangout was at Majestic Cinema. Why? Was because Mama loved eating ham sali. If any of you are of that generation, you will remember ham sali as something being stick on skewers, and then there will be little cups of chili sauce and so on where you can dip. Ham sali went out of this popularity, also partly because of health concerns, so it's no longer being sold in Singapore. The other favorite dish of Mama was actually lokayit. She never actually cooked lokayit, but in the new book, there is a recipe of lokayit, which I managed to get from around a 60-year-old bibi, which generously consented to include their recipe. So that is the gist of roughly the story in the book about my paternal grandmother. We have other little stories about mom, dad, and maternal grandmother and aunt. So basically, that covers that bit of the presentation. But maybe you want to show the next slide. Yeah, like what we mentioned earlier, this one. If you look at this house, this is Sarawak Villa. If you look at the left hand side, yeah, on the left hand side, that little building down there, that is actually the kitchen. In all those modern houses, the kitchen was never part of the house, because in those days cooking was very, very messy, so they prefer to have it separate. Okay, yeah. But maybe next slide, where they can maybe catch a glimpse of the book. Okay, let's a little bit about ikan pari kuah lada. If you really know the story, about ikan pari, in the early days, ikan pari was not a very well favored fish. No, ikan pari was deemed as top. Why they deemed as poisonous is because actually ikan pari and like all the shark breeds, they don't pee out their urine into the sea. They release their urine into their flesh. So there are a lot of people that would say, like one of my aunts, she would tell my mother, "Ausel masak ikan pari. Ikan pari ni top tau. Makan nanti tak baik badan, kulit, because of the urine." That is why sometimes you have in ikan pari, if it's not fresh, it has that ammonia smell. Okay, partly it could be because it was not prepared properly, it was not fresh, or during the cutting of the process, they did not cut it properly, and the urine has leached out into the meat. Yeah. Maybe Ba, you can continue and let them see the other slides. These are all photographs and captured pages of the new book. This is sambal babi pedeh, which is eaten with a pineapple salad. Yeah. And this is lokait. If you know about it, kat Singapura ni, only 2 places actually sell lokait. Lokait is something very, very, it's a Cantonese dish. And what makes lokait a favorite among Baba and Nyonyas, I think, is a amount of spare parts. Like kulit babi, kunceng, and so on. Yeah. It's nowadays there are only 2 places. One in Chinatown, lagi satu kat Baba Charlie, which is at Golden Mile area there, the hawker center. So these are some of the recipes that are in the book. If you all have any other questions or anything, I will be happy to take them through.
Wow, Ba, there's a wonderful selection of food items that's being presented in your upcoming book. Now, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the book. As you mentioned, you first had your first book, Daily Nyonya Dishes. And yes. After that, what made you decide to do number 2, More Daily Nyonya Dishes?
When we did Daily Nyonya Dishes, we actually threw out maybe around 10 to 20 recipes.
Threw out, that means didn't include.
Yeah, because we didn't have the space. So we didn't have the space to put it in. So we took them out. So
okay, just as an understanding, how many recipes were there in the first book, so that we
70,
know?
70 lebih.
70 different. There's 70 different, and these are all Nyonya dishes, right?
Yes.
Wow, there's 70.
Yeah. Yes.
So with this new book that you in the process of printing, it's already 70 in the past. How many more do we have?
70 lebih.
Wow.
Yes.
So
there are a lot
in total, for these 2 books, collectively,
yes,
there are more than 140 recipes.
Yes.
Wow.
They are very, very simple.
They're very simple dishes. But I didn't know that there's so many different Nyonya dishes around. Because we only know
I
the
think,
standard ones.
yeah, because nowadays there are standards, favorites among a lot of people kat restaurant makan, which are festive. So then these little everyday dishes, unless you are Peranakan, then you would either know about it. Yeah. That's why I think, when I was writing this book, someone told me once that food memory is macam those post-it pads.
Post-it pads, yes.
That each dish and its ingredients will tag your life with unforgettable flavors. Okay.
Right.
So I think that as something that as Baba, Nyonya, orang Peranakan, I'm sure all of you have eaten something delicious growing up, and you have a taste of it in your memories. But I think very, very important, our memories alone are not enough, because if you don't cook this for your younger generation, cucu-cucu dan cicit-cicit, in time to come, because they've never eaten this, they will not ask for it. Okay, they will no longer ask for it, and the food will slowly die out,
disappear.
So like what somebody, the person that told me say, so much of our culture lives in our food, and that is why we need to continue cooking, so that we can remember and keep the cuisine alive, so at least the younger people will remember. Yeah,
that's right.
Because nowadays the young people, some of them, they don't really like. They rather eat Western ka, Korean ka, Japanese, in the way Singapore is. So I think this is something which is very, very important.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Peranakan food is very interesting and diverse, mainly because of our culture. There is no one standard way of how things are done. For example, even within the region, Singapore, Malacca, Penang, we are same but not the same, right? So, and even between families, same but not the same. So there's no particular standard, although there are certain boundaries that we live under, but there's also a lot of variety and different colors. And what your mama used to cook is not how my mama used to cook. So there's always the saying that, oh, my mama cooked better than yours. It's not that better, it's just there is a different variety, right?
Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
Okay, this is something that actually is also in the book. Okay, in the first chapter of the book that I wrote, because it's buat ingat my mother. Okay, my mother always say this. A lot of Baba and Nyonya, tak sama mak masak na lauk. It is not the same as my mom's cooking. Some may go to the extreme and proclaim, tak semeka, tak boleh dicekik. Mak masak lagi sedap. Not to my expectation, I cannot eat this, as my mother's cooking is better. My mother always choose to look upon it as another way. Lauk sama tangan orang masak. Tak sama apa yang Yaukin masak. Sama satu hati. Orang rumah makan rasa all senang hati sampai sengih.
Right.
So I think all of us, before we have been too critical when we go to a restaurant or to somebody's house and start proclaiming, oh, tak sedap. Always bear in mind that there is no standard recipe.
That's right.
Our nenek moyang, the way they cook is that they tambah some of these things because the family like it. They pick out some of the things because the family don't like it.
Or don't like it.
So that is why kita na recipe tak sama. Every family tak sama. Yeah. So just makan and enjoy.
I mean, I enjoyed your reading from the book, and it's what your mama used to say, and it's all written in our Baba language. Now, is it correct to say that all the stories are all written in Baba?
No. It's a mix of Malay, Baba Malay, and English. Yeah, it has to be that way. Mostly the conversations
Right.
that I can recall would be in Baba Malay. Yeah.
So is there any translations for those who,
Yes,
you know?
yes, Misty,
Yeah.
because not everybody is so well equipped in Baba Malay nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. So besides being a cookbook, it is also a language book.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
some people would look upon it, and hopefully there might be a little bit of phrases that is rarely used nowadays.
Correct.
Yeah, that can jog memories. Yeah.
Excellent. So let's answer some of the questions that we have from our viewers. We're going to start off with Marie. Where to buy your book, bah?
Okay,
Big question.
Marie, orang Singapura or where are you from?
She didn't say. She's a citizen of the world.
Okay. Okay.
I assume it's Singapore.
Okay. There. If you are based in Singapore, the book will definitely be in all major bookstores. It's only what time or quantity that it will take. If you are afraid itu buku tak stock, I would say the safest bet would be Kinokuniya Singapore, because they've always been very, very supportive about writers and will always have a decent amount in their shops. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we are looking at sometime before Chinese New Year?
Hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah,
so that's in 2 months' time.
Yes.
And of course, the big question is, how much is the book, from Judy?
I think it should be roughly based on, because this is a landmark in print. I'm not too sure, but I think it will stay as the previous book price, which is $49.90. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Now, will it also be available in outside of Singapore?
Definitely in KL, in Malaysia, again in MPH, Kinokuniya, it will be there. Yes.
Excellent. So Julia is chiming in. She's very happy that you included the lokai in your new book. This is a Singapore heritage dish. This is not very commonly known, I must say. It's not many know about this dish.
Yes.
And Damien is very passionate about preserving.
Yes. Hello, Julia. How are you? I'm glad that you're here. Yes.
Okay, so you have a fan. We have Diana.
Hello, Diana.
Yeah, she wants to have your autograph lagi tau.
Okay. Hopefully bila like I cakap sama Peter, I hope to see Peter at the launch if it happens. I'm sure I'm ever willing to sign.
All right, man.
for you.
Sign the check lah. Oh no, sign the book.
Yeah, sign the book.
Okay, this one's from Margaret De Silva in Melbourne. Sinting is non-existent. Sorry. Can we? Yeah.
Sinting is inexistent, Margaret. Sinting is actually, kapi shell. If you remember, and I think in the 1970s, Singapore, a lot of people have a lot of those kapi shell, as frames from the Philippines. Okay, that is sinting. Okay, it's just that I think in some countries, or even in Singapore and Malaysia now, sinting is rarely found. Okay, I have not preserved sinting, as we know that it's non-existent. Even though I did see a recipe for it, I'm not too sure whether you can try with remis, but give it a go. Maybe it will work. Because sinting is actually a type of oyster. I think you can even use any of the small oysters to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So can we use remis to ferment and make it into something similar to sinting?
I'm not too sure, because remis is also hardly found in our beaches anymore.
Right.
Because of land reclamation and so on. Remis used to be pickled in light soya sauce. I remember my
Yes.
dad doing that. Yeah, and then when you cha bihun ke apa, then you makan with the remis with
add,
pata chili, that kind of things. Yeah, remis. But I and in the 80s I heard the Zaru beach in Malaysia had a lot of remis, but I'm not too sure nowadays. Yeah.
So now we are actually missing the remis lah.
Yes.
Okay, Julia says that Damon would like your mom. He always say the same thing. Like-minded people. Okay,
Yeah.
it's good to know that Marie has confirmed that she is from Singapore, so we've already answered that question. But you know, Bao, we've got pre-orders. Is it possible to pre-order? Because ada orang nak order, Colin nak order 10.
I can take note of the orders, Colin.
Where should he go to
no problem.
order? I mean, is there a place that he can go to, like your Facebook page or website?
Let me work it out. Let me work it out with my publisher. Anyway, Colin is my cousin.
He know how to contact you lah.
Yeah.
For those people who don't know how to contact Matt, then you can find him on Facebook or I think you're on Facebook as well. You have your own Facebook page.
Yes.
You will be promoting it as well.
Yeah.
Now, there's this other thing that Margaret brought up. Do you remember eating rusit, raw fermented fish? Can you tell how to prepare the fish? Kalau tak salah, it's fresh sardine.
No, I do not know about this. The word rusit sounds like receipt. Sounds like the raw fish salad. But I've not come across this at all. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Noreen is also watching the show. She's flipping
Hello.
through your first book while watching the show. Wow, this is a full experience for Noreen now.
Yes.
Yeah. Angeli also
no.
joined in. She said her favorite dish is kuah lada with the green brinjal and ikan sepat.
Kuah lada is actually very, very nice. You get that peppery taste in your mouth bila lu makan. Yeah, and very, very refreshing with the fish because of the lada. You mau masak kuah lada, take the effort to use peppercorns. And always use Sarawak peppercorn.
That's right. Sarawak
which is
peppercorn.
The best.
That's right.
Which is the best.
Correct.
Yeah.
We also have Abby from Malacca. Can sometimes get
Abby ada
sinting
baik.
at Portuguese settlement, Malacca. Store number 1.
Yes, I remember you all posted. But it's quite rare also, I think. But I think kat Malacca they barbecue it at this Portuguese settlement. Because I saw some posts between AB and some of my friends in Malacca. Yeah.
We have a friend all the way in Stockholm, Vasugi. She's able to buy it from online bookstores. Right? I love that your book is also out to preserve the language as well. So that's a very good thing that you're doing, because not only it's about food, it's about language as well, and it continues to preserve the culture. Because of the lockdown over the past 2 years, people recently found remis yang besar-besar on Penang beaches. Oh, because there's less people.
Goodness. Yeah, maybe because that's very, very good news. But just be very, very mindful. Bila lu korek, you got to don't overdo it, because you need to preserve things.
Yes, correct. You cannot overdo it, kan?
Conservation aspect of it. Don't kill the thing, because we are all here. What we say, kita sini tumpang. We are only here at tumpang tempat or sini the world. We don't own the world. Okay?
Yeah.
So always be mindful. Whatever we do, let's not be overzealous and destroy the environment.
Gua takut now dia cakap Penang beaches. If you go live to Penang Beach right now, a lot of people down there.
Gua takut. Gua pun takut.
That's similar with Grago. Last time we used to have banyak Grago. Now you can't find. Even at our Singapore local beaches, we used to get Grago so easily. Now you can't.
Betul. At this place, mata ikan. which is now Changi Airport.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, totally gone.
Totally gone.
Interesting. There is a recipe of chinchalo in the book.
Chinchalo, of course. You
Okay.
need grago for your chinchalo.
Yeah,
Kan?
yeah. We actually reworked the whole chinchalo recipe to use frozen grago. Because nowadays kat Singapore tak boleh dapat fresh grago.
Fresh, yeah, you can't get fresh anymore.
It's frozen grago. So we rework it and it works. Dia tak bohong.
That's
it does
important.
not go bad. It doesn't
That's
go
right.
bad when you preserve it because of the
That's
amount of salt and chinchalo when you buy outside tampon asin, which is not good. So making chinchalo is something that's a lost art.
That's
Yeah.
right. In the 80s, I could have gone to Changi Beach, right, and just take the food cover and I just go to the beach and there's grago there. It's as simple as that.
Grago.
But now you take only plastic bottle lah dah.
Betul. I even heard kat Melaka ni yang susah mau dapat grago.
The saru still has sinting?
Oh.
Yeah, Colin cakap the saru ada lagi.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Our friend David Lokai is a Cantonese dish which my mom learned from my auntie. Favorite dish, but outside selling not authentic lagi. Better to prepare for yourself at home.
Yes, it's a Cantonese dish. Why
Kualada,
put Lokai?
Yeah. Kualada must use ikan keke.
Ikan keke susah mau dapat, tahu David? Very hard to find ikan keke in Singapore also. Yes.
Okay. Then I use bintulu peppercorn for my kualada.
Ayah lu homia ebi dapat bintulu peppercorn. Kau sampai ni pun tak dapat rasa bintulu dengan belacan.
Oh. How about is there a difference between using black pepper or white pepper?
I think there is a difference. Okay. In the difference in black pepper and white peppercorn. If you use black peppercorn for like kualada, you will get blackish, in your gravy. In intensity is actually black pepper and white pepper is the same pepper. It's just that one has been cleaned off. The husk has been taken off of the peppercorn. Yeah. Peppercorn, black pepper has got a little bit more stronger flavor than white pepper.
So would you recommend white or black?
I would recommend white pepper for kualada.
So
We
our
rarely use black.
our fellow chef also, Philip Chia, also agrees. He says white peppercorn. Wow, good.
Yes.
Okay, now there's a friend here. Sorry, I can't read your Thai name, but we can get remis easily from Pantai Remis and Sikinchan in Selangor. The remis are used in stir-fry bihun or porridge in restaurants in coastal towns. Wow, so fortunate for you.
That's fortunate. Kita Singapura, we here in Singapore, when we think about remis, there's nothing to what ailio melele ya. It makes your saliva glands go because you cannot even smell remis here.
Our Jeffrey got business idea. Let's start a grago farm. Since we got fish farm, we got prawn farm, crab farm. How about grago farm? What about that? Shall we start a business?
I think if it's possible, I'm not too sure. No, I'm not too sure about the complexity of farming grago. What's the
I suppose it's possible. It's just a demand for it, isn't it? If there's a demand for it, it's possible to do that.
Yeah.
Philip says that ikan keke also a lot of small bones, so very hard to eat, right?
Yes. Betul. I think a lot of in my encounters like cooking class, I noticed that the younger generation they don't really like to eat fish with too many bones because takut tersengkang tulang lah ini itu.
But what is generally true, fish with more bones are tastier.
Yeah.
Right?
Fish with more bones are tastier, and certain fish which are small fishes lah, macam ikan tamban. You goreng garing-garing, you can just eat with all the bones. Yeah.
Okay, Marie, it's in Singapore. She confirmed that. Can I pre-order your book through Peranakan, sayang? Unfortunately, no, unless we may have an arrangement with Matt. But generally, Matt, which Facebook would you recommend them to like?
Okay. Even in my Facebook group, I don't have the option of doing sales. So basically, you would have to go to the major bookstore, or hopefully I will see you at the book launch.
Yeah,
Okay,
but you will be making announcements, on your Facebook page?
Yes.
Yeah, so which page is that?
That
Baba's
would be Perut Rumah.
Perut Rumah, yeah.
Yeah, and Baba Malay, and Baba Malay Saying, which is, both of them are my group. Yeah, I will be making announcements through there
Right.
about a book launch. Hopefully, COVID, we can settle this COVID issue, and then we
Hopefully.
can have a proper launch. Yeah.
Some news. Grago is seasonal. Last year, people in Sarawak and Kelantan could just scoop them up by the bucket loads at the shoreline. When it's hard to get, even Penang would run out of belacan stock also.
Yes. Yeah, I heard about the amount of huge.
Okay, sorry. Colin says, sorry, I typed too fast. He excited lah, Colin. The saru has remis, and remis can be preserved with Chio Cheng. And I thought it was somebody's name. Hi, my name is Chio. What's your surname? Cheng. Chio Cheng. No, it's actually Chio Cheng. And they taste great with fried bihun.
Yes.
Okay, this Vanessa says you need clean water. I assume that you're talking about, is it Grago or is it remis?
I think she might be talking about. I'm not too sure. Maybe Grago or Remis. Yeah.
Maybe both. Generally.
Maybe.
Can you organize selling your book online like Shopee and Lazada and all that? Not really, right?
David, because this book is not self-published. It's not a self-published book. It's under it's under the imprint
Publisher,
of
right?
Landmark Books. Yes. I can always talk to him and see what can be done, but currently no promises. Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who like to get Grago, our good friend Corinne says, go to Pasir Ris Central Market. Syok bila goreng garing. That is some news. We should go to Pasir Ris Central Market. In Singapore, that's in Singapore. Luak chai, is it pickled? I think it's pickled vegetable with mustard dressing, right?
Yes, correct. Luak chai is pickled vegetable with mustard dressing. Is eaten with ati babi bungkus or even babi panggang. Some people eat luak chai with itik sio. It's a homemade produce.
Right.
Traditionally, there was one shop selling chicken rice because they sell babi panggang at apa itu Purvis Street, Get-Con. That was the only place that had luak chai commercially available. But luak chai is basically now homemade. Yeah.
So Vanessa just confirmed that she meant both, that you need clean water for both to exist in the waters, right?
Yes.
And Matthew asking whether Gunung Sayang Association will also be supporting. I think they did at your launch of the book the last time round.
Yes. David, we have not discussed with Gunung Sayang about. No, we haven't even decided on how to do the launch.
The book's not even printed yet.
So I'm not too sure at the current moment, but we will bear in mind what you mentioned.
Yes, thank you for that suggestion. I think there's no problem getting the book from Kinokuniya. They always stock large quantities of good books. Landmark has a good relationship with Kinokuniya, and we'll see to that. So I saw Matt's first book on the shelf the other day, the first book.
Yes.
So it's
still there. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt. I think that's has been a fantastic sharing. Wait, there's one more that just came in. Do you have itik sio recipe in the book?
No, I'm sorry, Eunice, because this book is Daily Nyonya Dishes. In the past, itik sio was a festive dish. God willing, if things work out well, I might work on a festive recipe book, but no promises at the present moment. Yeah.
Okay. So that's all the time we have. Kamsia Ba for your wonderful
Kamsia.
sharing of your stories as well as your recipes and cooking advice for all our viewers here today. I'm sure they all appreciated your time as well doing this for all of us in our festival. Thank you very much, Ba. All the best for your book. And we hope that it's going to be another bestseller for you and especially for the Peranakan community as well.
Yeah, I will say thank you to you, Alvin, and thank you to everyone for coming on board to listen to me. And thank you to everyone for your past support in every other way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ba.
Yeah.
Kamsia.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, everybody, that's the end of that presentation. Thank you for all your comments and joining us. And do join us for our final program of our festival that's going to happen at 5 p.m. It is Mari Huahi with Baba, Nyonya and Bibi. It's going to be so fun because this is the finale of our festival. We're just going to have a great time with songs and comedy and laughs. It's going to be a great time for everybody. So thank you. We'll see you very soon. Thank you for joining us here at our Virtually Peranakan Fest 2021. Let's keep our culture and our spirit strong. We'll see you soon, everybody.